Hi guys, it's Matthew from Astrological Observation, just calling in with a report for the full moon that we have on the 16th of April 2022. We have a Libra full moon. The Libra moon, you can see on the chart, is there at 26 degrees of Libra, opposed to the sun at 26 degrees of Aries, and both the sun and the moon at this time are in square to Pluto. Also, we need to look at Venus in this chart because Venus is the ruler of the moon. So what's the condition of Venus? Well, Venus is exalted in Pisces, doing very well in Pisces, creating a sextile with Uranus. And you can see there that Mercury is applying to a conjunction with Uranus. So a very active full moon. First of all, if we're talking about communication, we're looking at that Mercury being the planet of communication in Taurus, applying to conjunction with Uranus. Surprising words, things being said though maybe aren't usual. Be careful of spending too much money at this time. The issue of finances and the issue of money seems to be really like primary in this chart. As I was looking at it, I'm thinking, well, Venus oftentimes associated with beauty, with romance, but in this case looks like there's a sense of, well, where's the money going? Where's the money right now? So that's something to pay attention to. Because we've got Venus sextile Uranus, there's a chance also of like out of the box things happening around love, around money, things that maybe we like the different, the out of the ordinary. Remember that Uranus is the cosmic trickster, so things that are unusual coming out at this time. But we come back to the full moon and what the Aries Libra axis is really about. Aries is I am, I do, I will, whereas Libra is more to do with the relationship with the other. In fact, Libra, being the seventh astrological sign, symbolized by a balance, seems to prioritize harmony and prioritize balance between oneself and the other primarily. So where's the fairness? Where's the justice? And this takes us to the square with Pluto, the underworld. Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Pluto here being the overwhelming wealth of the 1% seems to come out. It's like we can't avoid thinking about, well, how can there be so much wealth inequality in our civilization? The game Monopoly comes to mind, where we have all the money ending up in the pockets of very few and the majority kind of chasing around saying, well, where's our cut? So that square with Pluto giving an uneasy relationship with power, with the authorities, with the people who are in charge. Pluto generally represents the underworld, but here we're looking at the underworld in authority, in charge, and we're wondering, well, what are they doing? What's going on underneath the surface? What's driving our society? What's driving the evolution or the movements of society that keep it going forward? And a sense that there's an uneasy balance. So this unease that Pluto brings at this full moon is going to be difficult to ignore. This brings us to the point of Thales and Saturn. So really we could think about this point as being the release valve at this full moon. There is going to be a tension, I think more tension than usual, around issues of relationships, around issues of money. So if we look back at the chart, we can see Saturn here, sextile the sun, trine the moon, which is described as the point of Thales, a place where we can look and say, well, there's something sensible here. There's a sensible point that can mediate between the polarities or the opposition created at the full moon. So the wisdom of the outsider comes to mind. Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius. We could say that Saturn in Capricorn is the hierarchy that are in charge, and Saturn in Aquarius is more the sign of the people who are outside of the power structure, outside of the status quo, but nonetheless important because they make structures. So at this time, we need to be thinking about how we can move forward or defuse the tensions, principally around money, linked to how we've worked in the past. Saturn oftentimes represents work, and here we can look at the things we've done in the past, the projects we may have put together, the work we put in place to stabilize this potentially fraught full moon. So rather than being caught up in the issues of the underworld, the issues of power struggles with authority, we can look to Saturn as a mature guide through this time and gives us a sense of, well, how can we be adults, how can we be grown up, and how can we use this energy in a mature and serious way rather than squandering it on dreams and illusions. I mean, this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction that we have in Pisces, this has not happened since 1856. That was the last time that these two planets conjuncted in Pisces. So in a way, this is a historical conjunction that we've got at this full moon. Looking back at the chart, you can still see that we've got Neptune conjunct Jupiter, and as nice and as warm as Neptune and Jupiter are in Pisces, as spiritually aware as they are, the danger is that Neptune can be like linked to delusion, and that could influence Venus, which is co-present there in Pisces. So the danger at this time is to romanticize, idealize, get lost in delusions of whatever we're thinking, rather than thinking seriously, thinking like adults. And I always come back to Mercury, because in this chart we've got Mercury in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus, Taurus is a fixed sign. Taurus is serious about pleasure, it's serious about business, and also it's ruled by Venus, so it's serious about, well, how are we going to make sure that things work in a way which actually get us things, rather than just like dissipate into the ether, which is the danger of some of these Piscean planets. We can get lost in the details and lost in our dreams, lost in illusion rather than in reality. It's something to be thinking about, because it's the start of a new cycle, a new Neptune-Jupiter cycle. So where are your dreams? Where are your illusions? How can you use these dreams? What can we do with these things? Because, I mean, as we summarize the full moon, it's a time for letting go of things that no longer serve us. And as the moon declines in light, we can move on, take our time to think about what no longer serves us. So that's pretty much what I have for you, although I would suggest that you look at your chart and you find where 26 degrees of Libra falls and think about what are the themes of that house. How can you use this full moon in a practical way? Because as well as working on a collective level, I think the personal gifts that astrology affords us can never be underestimated. So think about issues to do with love, think about issues to do with money, think about tension with authority, thinking about how we can navigate this full moon that really highlights a lot of the cosmic energy at this time. Anyway, I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. I hope that this has been useful. If it has, please leave me a comment, drop me a like, a share. You can always like my page, Astrological Observation. Invite your friends to like the page. Always welcome to get more likes. If you are looking for an astrology reading, I'm available for natal chart readings, transit, synastry, whatever you're looking for, really. Get in contact, send me a message, tell me what's up, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Take care, and I hope you have a great full moon. Bye-bye.